2025, and Josie, a future star. Please join me in welcoming your commencement speaker, Josh George.
Oh, forgot with COVID anymore. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Mr. Shipley. Parents, siblings, teachers and staff, and most importantly, the HA class of 2024, I'm Josh George, and we're graduating. To begin this speech, I would like to congratulate my fellow seniors for barely getting through the Academy of Holy Angels. Throughout various obstacles we had to encounter throughout the school day, and the sports and extracurricular activities that we had to balance along with our homework, we had a lot on our plate the last 4 years. However, that doesn't even articulate the increased struggle that we all dealt with entering high school with the global pandemic ravaging throughout our community. I have a question for the seniors out there. Do you remember your first day at AHA? How about the first month? First year? I asked a few of you on the last day of school, and very few actually remembered anything from that time. For those who did, those memories generally consisted of their mentor meetings with their CMT mentors, the football games we had to watch on the outer part of the Stardome fences, and watching March Madness while in class. We were in-person hybrid their tribe freshman year. Those memories, specifically the last two, encapsulate the craziness that we had to endure being freshmen during the COVID-19 pandemic. We weren't able to take part in our freshman retreat, or freshman fun day, or our first homecoming dance, and most importantly, the top row of the bleachers. We also didn't know half of our graduating class outside of the Google Meet icon until sophomore year. Speaking of sophomore year, one of my favorite moments from that year was finally having that homecoming week that we didn't get our freshman year. Homecoming was held in the courtyard that year since we were still feeling the effects of COVID-19. But regardless, it was exhilarating. That was the first dance that the student body was able to have, and with the amount of people who showed up and the great environment the student government provided, everyone had a blast. It was also a great way to show how our class was able to constantly adapt to our environment. And furthermore, this may be a hot take, but in my humble opinion, sophomore year was probably the best of our 4 years because we were able to learn so many new things together as a class as we missed so much of our freshman year. Nevertheless, junior year, as all the seniors know, was an entirely different beast. At this point, you would think that after dealing with a worldwide pandemic, we would have been mentally prepared for our junior year. We were not prepared. If I had $1 for every time I heard someone complaining about an assignment or a project, whether that be myself or others, I think I'd be able to pay for my entire college education. It also really doesn't help that the World Cup was also going on that winter. I couldn't tell you how many times I ended up neglecting to pay attention in class because I was watching a game. But shout out to the teachers who let us watch. Y'all are awesome. But in reality, junior year was kind of tough, but it was manageable. Even though we had all those difficult projects and assignments, we still had each other to lean on. And I think I can speak for everyone when I say that we all learned a little something about our willpower. I would even say that I personally learned that life is kind of just a multi-level game at times, because you can either quit if things aren't going your way, or keep on trying until you become successful. And now, we're here, front line, rainy day, about to graduate from the halls that we called home the last 4 years. APs are out of the way. We've all gotten our yearbooks, we said goodbye to our underclassmen buddies. And now we're here, waiting for me to be done with what I can only assume has been the best 5 to 7 minutes of your entire lives. Before I finish, I want to leave you all with this. Barriers only exist to either break you or for you to break them. Let me say that again. Barriers only exist to either break you or for you to break them. I learned that at a leadership seminar I attended a few summers back, and I try to live by it every day. Believe it or not, we all have our own burdens and fears. The fact of the matter is, whether or not we throw away these burdens and fears or let them weigh us down is up to us. Thank you, seniors, for a great 4 years. I've enjoyed each and every single one of them with you guys. Thank you to the teachers and staff for always being there for us. And most of all, thank you to you all, the families and friends in attendance today who have been there for these wonderful souls. I wish all the seniors good luck as they venture into the world, whether it's college, ROTC, trade school, or the workforce. And don't forget, no matter how many times you might slip and fall, if it's bombing an important test or comically slipping during a sporting event, you are all loved and appreciated by those in attendance today. Thank you. Shout out Cal BC, shout out Marshak's homeroom, and go Stars.